It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. Trevor Etienne to return this. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Young on the play action. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Putting the tight end in motion. Play action now, Young. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Dump off to his fullback. Gets it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Tua off the play fake. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, this is Etienne. This makes it up to the 25. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They run again with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, Young. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing, but boy, 0 for 4, This has been a surprisingly slow start.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap out of Young. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just have not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Panthers pick this one up. And Carolina makes the house call. Touchdown. The Panthers cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here comes Malik Washington. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Here's Tua. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
3rd and just 2 to go. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Young working from the gun. Pulled in by Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. The passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called. Yep. But finally, as you said, their first completion.
Throw here, 3rd down. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
He completes it in traffic. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald, and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Fitzgerald sends this through, and that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead. Washington
now to return. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. they'll start the drive with Achane. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Miami.
Kid, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
Tagovailoa on first down. Buys time, rolling right. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Tagovailoa with the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Young to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Here's Hubbard on the give. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 14-10 our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll be set up with third and only one. Young's going to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. It's Young to throw here on first. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Taking a deep shot here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
He dodged the tackle. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here 1st and 10. Now a toss play for A-Chan. Get some space around midfield. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Waddle now in motion right. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Man in motion, headed right. At the shotgun, they'll give it to A-Chan. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And stick with A-Chan. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now lead by 10. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, this is ETN. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now it's Young. That one gonna go against the D. So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. 1st down, Young. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And it looks like the Dolphins have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. First down, here's Tua. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Counterplay, Hubbard. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jack Jones making that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Young on the play action. Able to find Renfro here. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. We've got a screen to the running back. We got the football clock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll run for it, Hubbard. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Taken in by Hill, right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
2nd down carry for A.J. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that 1st down marker.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They chant again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now right. Makes a man miss. He's off. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Jalen Wright with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump. But we'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead.
Panthers 10.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And this drive will start inside the 25. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
Young throwing here. And let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Young up 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 3 now. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Young. That one connects. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
1st and goal, Carolina.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the pistol, it's Young. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers chop some of the lead off before the half. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it an 18-point game.
17.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Washington now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. Throw to the right finds Waddle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's to Waddle again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Here's a screen for Achane. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. The kick by Patterson is good, and that stretches the lead to 21.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here's the final play of our 1st half. One final shot before the half. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. D. Eskridge to return it. garbage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Tight end going in motion here. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Back to throw, Tua. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Leggett. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
3 yards. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Handoff running right, Hubbard. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's dropped behind the line again, Brock. That's back-to-back plays.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Carolina in punt formation. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. It's fielded at the 14. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Panthers.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Young to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
10 yards on the
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Dolphins have it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
recovered by the Dolphins.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. With H-Chan here out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's A-Chan on the inside give. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So this one on the defense. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. They send a man in motion. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's a handoff for Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down at the
Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The kick by Patterson is good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case, with 3.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Play action now, Young. That's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's a give to Hubbard. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Defense had a chance to plan, now defending this 2-point try.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They send him straight up the middle. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Panthers 25.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. They'll start the drive with Achane. Jukes away from one. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That stop made by Derek Brown. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So the false start backs them up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Man in motion, out of the slot. Tua looking to throw. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Now Tagovailoa to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins stretch the lead to 23.
Panthers 25.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Dowdle now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
3rd and long, Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond the 3 and out.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field. Throwing again. Here's Tua.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up a third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throw here, third down. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Achane from the pistol. Escapes the defender. Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Dolphins football. They don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. Five still to go here. This is second down. And stick with Achane. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
Brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Achane on the toss right. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
Panthers 25.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. gun, Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll head up, first and 10 from the 42. Young working from the gun. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Dolphins will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Young's pass intercepted.
They send the tight end in motion.
At the 47-yard line.
A-Chan, a first down carry. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
2 and out from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the so just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. It's Young, the throw here on first. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? To the air on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Completed over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Catch made. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Here's Young to throw. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Young. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers trail by 23 now. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Dolphins get on that football.
The onside kick.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game. I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
2nd down carry for H.A. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. Brought in. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's Young. Now he takes it. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 22. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
To the air on first down. Young. Cut deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
Recovered by the offense.
Young to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Needed to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They're going for it, Young. He finds him beyond the marker. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
That's good.
And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Panthers.
They motion the slot man right. First down, Young. Throws caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Young. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air, yet again, Young. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
To Tommy Tremble. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Young again. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided.
Panthers.
Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he reaches the end zone on that 2-point try, Brock. This is going to cut it to a 2-score game now, down 15.
Panthers 40.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Dolphins were all over that kick. This game is over. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.